Jim coming to you tonight live from Hammond, Louisiana. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Finally got through Baton Rouge, and man, it was a long day. Big wreck on 10, which actually turned out to be a blessing. Ryan, hey, how you doing, brother? How's things? I got to put the specs on now. What do you think, dude? The captain is clean. Showered, man, what more could you want? Yep, here live in the tiny house. Whatever, things happen. Yeah, it turned out to be a blessing that I took a detour, because I keep like, oh, good to hear it, bud, good to hear it. Maybe I'll give you a shout in a little while. Yeah, so there was this, it said, there's been a major accident ahead. We found a different route that will be an hour and 19 minutes less. Okay, let's go. And it was like a major road, it was a major road. Went through a couple little towns with some lights, but, anyway, I took this detour, and it really went through some deep scrub country, kind of around Beaumont, kind of all around Beaumont, and came back in above Port Arthur, right at Orange. And those of you who know Louisiana, Orange is right on the border of Louisiana there. Freddie Jaker, Gary! All right, so I can't believe I did this. I can't believe it. I broke down and did it, because I got into such a, it was almost hand-to-hand combat last night trying to find a parking spot. I paid for parking tonight. I did. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I guess it's a tax write-off, I would assume. I wasn't going through that fight again tonight. It was either this, or I had to make a break for it another, at least, I don't know, what's the distance between Hammond and Slidell? Probably 40 miles, and I had 42 minutes on my clock. I'm like, no. Oh man, I'm telling you, I just left. There is a Petro across the street, and usually Petros are fairly decent sized, and man, I went in there, and they have half of that place marked off as reserved, and I'm like, this sucks. So I couldn't go anywhere. There were so many trucks like gridlock trying to make this square figure 8 deal. I clicked on it on truck stop, and I called the pilot across the street. I said, do you have any spots left? They said, we have 5 reserved spots left. I was like, no, now you have 4. So this place is tiny. I had to do a blind back to get into my spot. Nerve-wracking, but it all worked out. Yeah, ran in, took a shower. Feel like $1 million now. Ready to get back at it and do it again tomorrow. Get up and do it all over again. I think I have 600 and low 6s. Yeah, they sure have, and it sucks. It really sucks. The Petro in Pearsall, holy cow, there is so much parking there. There's like 10 reserve spots and 100 regular spots. Don't ask, Ryan. Don't ask. Ryan asks, is this the first shower since you left the house? Don't ask. Anthony, what's up, brother? I haven't seen you in ages. Kung Fu over spots? Sorry, just joined. Man, I'm telling you, something has to be done. Snore Lord, what up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I saw you made some videos. I'm still so far behind on videos that it's not even funny. Well, I'll tell you what needs to happen. Either the private sector really needs to get at it and build some more truck stops, or the great United States government and or states, whatever powers may be, they need to get on making some parking. This is getting ridiculous. And with the ELDs, if you're not shut down by dark, phew, man, oh man, is it a crapshoot. And I'm a company driver. I run for distance. So for me, shutting down early sucks. Pushing it to the limit definitely sucks. Because odds are, you ain't going to make it. You'll get somewhere and it'll be full. And I don't care. You could take truck stop. Oh, wait, my phone's right there. You could take truck stop and put it where the sun don't shine. Because this place said it was empty when I pulled in here. It's coming. Hand-to-hand combat for parking spots is coming. I guarantee it. If it hasn't already happened, and I'm sure it has. There are going to be people pulling guns and stuff. Yeah, someone's got to do something. But yeah, like I said, I really haven't caught any videos, and I started watching a few, and I gotta say I'm not really impressed with what I'm seeing on YouTube right now. The bickering and squabbling. Yeah, I hear you, Anthony. Parking's just a beast. But yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of lay off video watching for a while. If I know people are in the midst of the squabbling, I want nothing to do with it. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to see it. No, I'm in Hammond, Louisiana. Hammond. The great town of Hammond. And I know, I haven't seen anything in Snore Lords, I don't think. But, yeah, I've seen... Forget it, man. You know what? This is my channel. I don't have any trolls in here, thank God. Hopefully they don't find me. You know, I'm not big. I'm not, you know, a YouTube superstar or whatever. I think I have 60, 70 subscribers, something like that. I average maybe, I don't know, a dozen or so views per video. But I like to think that the people I connect with, like you, Ryan, Gary, Anthony, you know, people like that, Snore, I like to think that, you know, we've got a good little safe haven here where we don't have to get involved in all the crap that's going on. And that is all I'm going to say about it, because I want nothing to do with it. I'm not in it, won't be in it. That's it. Game over. I'm not saying anything more about it. But parking, yeah, they're going to have to do something. They're going to have to do something. South Carolina has, this blows my mind, they have dedicated truck parking. Like, their rest areas for just truckers. You know, that's it. South Carolina's got tons of them. You can't go 100 miles without running into one. I don't know why these other people can't get with the program and start. How much could it, well, yeah, I didn't even want to ask. I was going to say, how much could it really cost to build a little off-ramp, you know, 50 parking spots and then back? So's the Southeast, Anthony. Anthony said the Northeast is bad. Yeah, so's the Southeast, trust me. And Texas? Oh, baby. Wow. Yeah, Texas is the real deal right now. I left Laredo with about an hour and 45 minutes on my clock, and I ended up in Pearsall at that big Petro I was telling you about. I might have gone. I ran my clock to the wire. Let's put it that way. I ran my clock to the wire. There was no safe haven to be found anywhere. They really don't have a whole, in Texas, they don't have a whole lot of, let's just say public parking. And there are areas where there'll be, you know, a TA or a Love's or something on one side, a Petro or a Flying J or a Pilot or something on the other side, and then you go for 50 miles and there's nothing with no rest areas, or you'll learn the hidden spots and times. Pay attention as you get down the road. Man, my radar's always on, Gary, and that's why I'm burping so much right now. My radar's always on. I'm always looking for those magic little spots. I found a few of them in Texas, and they were full last night. Buggers, they got there before me, but it was late. It was 8 something, which is why I didn't do a feed last night. However, I did find boudin accessible via 18-wheeler. The captain ate some boudin today, and the captain has a whole bunch of boudin sitting on the catwalk right now because I don't have a refrigerator. Speaking of, yeah, it's tied up in a bag. I'm just hoping a cat doesn't find it or something. Oh man. Well, the good news is, like, right now my APU just fired up. I'm pretty sure that'd chase a cat off. It's right underneath my catwalk, so. Gosh darn, is that thing loud. Is it bothering you guys? Do you want me to turn it off? No? Cool? Alright. Have a white and black friend out there. What's that, Ryan? I doubt it. I'll be out of here before it's late. That's for sure. Like I said, I got 600 and I want to say 620, 630 to do tomorrow. So I'm gonna have to get up and go. I've got to go through. Oh God, I got to go through Atlanta. Oh, one of them. Oh, I hope not. I don't want any skunks. Oh yeah, but anyway, today I saw lots of wild hogs on my little detour. I was talking earlier to only Ryan was in here. Anyway, I found this. Well, I had to take a detour. But anyway, I'm in the deep back country, scrub country of Texas, and imagine APU and a reefer going off on, let's see, hours. It happens all the time, Anthony. APUs and reefers running side by side. Happened to me already twice on this trip. I don't know how I got. There weren't reefers there when I pulled in. There were when, you know, it got later on. But I saw a lot of wild hog today. I saw a lot of wild hog, and one of my subscribers was asking me the other day, how are you seeing wild hogs? Jeffrey, what's up, buddy? Good to see you in here, man. Haven't talked to you in a while, bro. You still down in the Great South? My APU is pretty loud. Jeffrey, we were just talking about wild hogs. Oh, you're at the house. Good for you. I'm working my way in that direction. I left Laredo last night, and I'm in Hammond, Louisiana right now, and headed for Greenville, North Carolina, and with a little bit of luck, from Greenville back to Columbia, South Carolina, and then back to the house, which, if everything goes as planned, and it never does, probably Sunday I'll get home. So I'm hoping so. But anyway, one of my subscribers was asking me, how do you see wild hogs? I'm like, well, you got to know where to look for them. You know, it was bright, sunny, and really cold out today. They're going to be right on the edge of the tree lines, you know, but they're going to be laying in the sun, and they just look like little black blobs. You know, they're not going to look like what you think you're looking at, unless usually the piglets are up and grazing. Yep, sounds good, Jeffrey. Have a good night, buddy. So it looks, you know, unless the little piglets are up and grazing or something like that. I sure have. Wild hog trucking. They love running the fence lines. They run the fence lines. Where you see the cattle is where you're going to see the wild hogs. They're all, cattle and hogs go like this. They really do. Not only are the cattle being fed and or grazing, the wild hogs feel safe and secure with them around. They're almost like an alarm system for them. You know, now if it's hot out, look underneath those mesquite trees. You know, look down under them. Pigs don't like to be hot, and they don't like particularly to be really cold. So that's basically how you see wild hogs. I also saw a few dead ones on the side of the road. Love to see what it did to those cars. Anybody here ever shoot a wild hog? Anybody? I'll tell you what, man, they are armor plated. Goodness gracious, they are something else. I've got a nice backstrap thanks to my neighbor Trekker Joe. I've got a nice tenderloin in my freezer right now. Ryan, they're everywhere down here, brother. We can do it. You show up, we'll get a wild hog. There are different ways of doing it. I'm not into the whole dog hunting part for them. Gosh, I hope none of my hunting friends see this, but it's really cruel. Not only to the hog, but to the dogs. The dogs get all cut up, and I don't care what kind of vests, you know, Kevlar vests you put on those dogs. Man, do they ever get cut up. Oh, thank gosh my APU shut off. Yeah, those dogs get onto a, you know, 250, 300 pound plus hog, and you're either going to lose a dog, you're going to be doing doing stitches, or racing to a vet. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Those big hogs are nasty. And the sad thing is they're not worth a hoot to eat. You really want them around, ideally 100 to 200 pounds, and you want a sow. You do not want a boar. Any boar over 100 pounds, unless you're shooting for trophy meat, I wouldn't even touch a boar over 100 pounds. I don't know what it is, that gland stuff that they have going on. Oh, it's disgusting. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I saw a few episodes of that. If you've got a on demand or anything, it might even be on Netflix or something like that. Look up a program. It was a hour-long documentary called Pig Bomb, or The Pig Bomb, or something like that. And it shows you the spread of wild hogs and when they will completely cover North America, including all the provinces of Canada, eh? Yeah, I mean, you know, they're so adaptable. There are no wild predators here for them. I mean, I guess they might, you know, out west when they get out there and, you know, in the mountains, Colorado and stuff, they might run into the occasional, you know, cougar. But other than that, man, you know, cars are their only enemy, and people. There's no season on them anywhere I know. It's wide open. There's no bag limit. You can hunt them at night. You can hunt them at night with night vision scopes. I mean, it's just fair game on wild hogs. It really is. They're absolutely taking over America. And the crop damage that those things are doing is absolutely insane. It gives all the statistics. I couldn't believe it. Texas is losing over a third of their crops a year right now. California's up there. You know, I know we're loaded with them in South Carolina. Florida's loaded with them. Louisiana, Arkansas, shoot, I mean the whole South. There you go. It's really good. Wild hog meat's awesome. It's got more flavor. It's not as bland. People would call it gamey. I call it flavor. They actually taste like something, not just what you marinated them in. They have a little more flavor and very, very, very little fat. They're not, for the most part, you know, fat critters. Oh, Alabama's overrun with them. The whole South is overrun with them. I got news. They're headed north, man. They're headed north and they're headed west. And the west is closing in. The east is closing in. And they're going to take over all of North America. Not nearly enough hunters hunt them. When they do, they can't harvest nearly enough to keep up with it. I believe it's every sow has adult sow, and they start breeding when they're 9 months old. Every sow has 2 litters every 14 months. I've never eaten bear. I've really been... I've heard so many horror stories that I've never eaten bear. I'm not saying I wouldn't. I just haven't. They're worse than roaches. At least roaches, you could just spray for them and knock the little buggers out. Yeah, wild hogs they're something else, man. They're bad news. They're bad news. I mean, they're great if you're a hunter and you like to hunt them, because they're everywhere and the season never closes. You know, and their meat is outstanding. Outstanding. And a lot of the deer processors now process hog because it keeps them in business year round. Especially in areas where they're really hunting them hard. Yeah. And oh, back to, you know, they have a litter, 2 litters every 14 to 16 months, and they average 10 to 12 piglets per litter. Do the math on that. I mean, they're breeding at such a tremendous rate that, you know, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But anyway, what's everybody else doing? Ryan, I know what you're doing. Nothing. Anthony, you still running out there in Cal? Are you even in here? Freight Shaker, what are you up to? Where are you hiding, buddy? Ah, Ohio. Okay, so you're freezing your tail off too. And it's cold down here in Hammond, Louisiana. I would suspect it's going to go down below freezing tonight, which is okay with me. It'd be nice and clear tomorrow. It was real clear coming through Texas. Beautiful sunrise this morning. I'm sorry, but there is nothing like a sunrise in Texas. And then as I got into the Atchafalaya, ooh, 50 and raining. That's a rare treat. We'll enjoy it now because it's going to change, bud. It ain't going to be that way for long. Yeah, when I got to the Atchafalaya basin there, I could see the big dark clouds in front of me, and I'm like, oh man, here we go. Here we go. And I haven't driven into the rain, and hopefully it'll keep on going tonight, and I won't run into it tomorrow. I'm getting real lucky every now and then. It happens, even to the captain. It's a miracle. It's an absolute miracle. But, well, we're at 24 minutes, guys. You know, I'm pretty wore out, and I got a big day ahead of me. Ow! 10 degrees on Sunday. Good luck with that. It sounds like Bismarck or Fargo or something. But the captain's going to bow out. Ryan, I'll give you a shout. And to all you who come in and visit my channel live or come back and watch the live feed or the, you know, the replay, thank you very much. Please like, subscribe, you know, the normal stuff. You know, I only have a handful of subscribers. Not that I'm looking to become huge. I just want to help people, and you know, I will. I'll be careful of ice in the morning, Gary. I appreciate it. You too out there in Ohio, but you already knew that. So, Anyway, y'all, Captain Jim is out, and we may or may not see you tomorrow night, but if not, I'll catch you on the following night when I shut down. Have a great, great day tomorrow. Be safe.